Hi everyone and welcome. Today we're going to be reading about ants. We're going to be learning about some of the things that ants are responsible for, such as their jobs and what their families are like, and how they're so similar to humans in ways that we may not even understand. Let's dive right into our book. This book is called Are You an Ant? Are you an ant? Are you an ant? If you are, your mother is a queen. One hot summer day, she went on a mating flight with thousands of others so that she would be able to lay eggs. Afterward, she flew down to the ground. She knew she didn't need her wings anymore, so she took them off. Then she dug herself a small room underground. And you can see the queen ant, also known as the mother ant, down here, and it looks like she's digging. Now that she is in her room, the queen begins to lay eggs. You are in one of them. Hatch out of the egg as soon as you can. You don't look like an ant yet. You're a larva, and you're hungry. There are eggs all over the place. Eat some. It's all right. They won't mind. They're only eggs. Soon you must change into a pupa. A pupa is a little like an egg, only bigger. When you're ready, break out. You look almost like an ant, but you're white and soft. Don't worry. Slowly your skin will begin to become hard and black, and you'll look perfect. There are a lot of others like you. You are one of a big family. You are a worker. And you can see here how the ant is changing. And it's changing colors, and it has other ant friends as well that are part of its family. Work hard to build a nest. Dig storage rooms and nurseries and bedrooms and corridors. It's all right. You don't have to work alone. The others will work with you. You don't have any voices, but you can talk to each other by touching feelers. And feelers are similar to antennas, and they can be found right on the top of the ant's head, if you can see here. And that helps the ants communicate so that they know what kind of work needs to be done. Don't eat any more eggs. Go out and hunt for food. Seeds are nice. So are bugs and woodlice. Springtails are delicious, but hard to catch because they jump. Bite your prey and spray it with acid from your tail. Actually, you are not a very good hunter. Look for bugs that have been stepped on. They're easy. So here you can see the ant is using its tail to spray the bug so that it could catch it and have food. And down here, it's easier for the ants to catch the bugs when they're already on the ground. So all of the ants are looking for food. You may think there's easy food in kitchens, but be careful. There are crumbs and grains of sugar, which are nice. There are also people, and they're not so nice. People don't like you in their homes. They may squish you. They may poison you, or they may sweep the floor so that you can't find anything to eat. So sometimes for ants, it's not super safe, especially when they're inside of your home. The best food is honeydew. It comes from aphids. Find a plant with aphids feeding on it. March up to the stem with the other workers. Now stroke an aphid until it gives you a drop of honeydew. It's a little like milking a cow, but you wouldn't know about that. You're an ant. Take care of your aphids. Ladybugs eat aphids, so look for ladybug eggs and throw them away. And here you can see the ants are throwing away the ladybug eggs because they don't need them and because they don't want to bring them back home with them. You must take food back to the nest. Some you can lift, some you can drag, some you can put in your second stomach. It's called a crop, and it's very useful for carrying spare food home. And here you can see the ants are bringing home a whole bunch of food for their family and their friends. And there's even a storage space here for ants to keep extra food if they can't carry them because they're so small. Back at the nest, there's plenty to do. Feed the queen, who is still laying eggs. Feed the larvae, who are still hatching. Take care of the eggs and larvae. When it's cold, carry them deep into the nest where it's cozy. When the sun warms the ground, carry them up near the surface. Oh, and don't forget to take out the garbage. And here you can see all of the ants working together to make sure that the nest is perfect. Life isn't all food and work. There's danger too. Birds and lizards and toads think you are good to eat. Some birds pick you up and push you under their wings. Why? Because the acid in your body kills the ticks that bite them and make them itch. This is called anting. Anting is nice for birds. Anting is not nice for ants. However, if your family looks a little like this, or this, or this, you are not an ant. You are a human child. You don't have to take care of eggs and larvae. You don't have to milk aphids. You probably don't have to march in a line with a lot of others. These are some of the things that ants do. Remember how we saw them walking in lines? These are things that humans don't have to do. Don't worry, you can do many things that ants can't do. Best of all, no bird is ever, ever, ever going to pick you up in its beak and stuff you under its wing. And here you can see a picture. It looks like a young man. And then you have two friends here. You never have to worry about birds coming to pick you up because we're too big to be picked up by birds. But ants are super tiny, so sometimes it's easier for the birds and other insects to get animals that are smaller for them to eat. Did you know the ants in this book are black garden ants? But there are about 10,000 different kinds of ants living all over the world. Some grow their own food. South American leafcutter ants carry pieces of leaves home and chew them up to make compost for their fungus gardens. Some are hunters. Thousands of African driver ants march in long columns, eating any animal in their path if it doesn't escape in time. Some collect seeds and fruits and honeydew. These ants leave a scent trail to guide their worker sisters to the food. Some ants can sting, so be careful. And here you can see the different kinds of ants and the different things that they can do. There are so many different kinds. And then at the end here, we have a tiny little ant. I hope you enjoyed reading about ants. Now, something that I am hoping that you all would love to explore or be able to do once you're able to go back outside is to walk around your neighborhood and look for different animals and different insects and you might find some ants. I hope you enjoyed the book.